Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Dried Blood. Got Taylor Steve here, Daisy, Misery. The tears were flowing, the heads were rolling, mind freaks were happening. How does the wind feel this time? How does it feel not being crushed by a meteor this time?
You know what? I think pretty good. If I had to give a recommendation to folks, the choice of not being crushed by a meteor is my go-to. I think at this point, yeah,
Okay.
I feel pretty confident in that.
Cool. Yeah, when you come back next time, you can tell us, like, the coffin, how was that,
Yeah,
once
yeah,
you've been
yeah.
there a while.
You gotta test drive it for a minute.
That's how I feel. Like, yeah, hey, don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah.
Cough in life for a little bit. Yeah, I'll report back and let you know how how it's going.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
hope that was your preferred form of burial. We just assumed, and that's kind of rude.
Yeah, I guess I could have cremated you. I didn't ask.
I mean, if you don't fill it out on the form, like,
Yeah.
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
I think I specifically said like into the ground. So like, I think that was clear, and I think the lines were red and things like that. I think there was a really good engagement with the overall content there.
Good.
Yeah.
Is Misery an organ donor?
Oh, does Misery even have
Dig them
organs?
back up!
I
Yeah.
think like there are no organs in there. It's just like little like sad notes, right? Just like wet sad
Oh.
notes.
Just like
We
Chris
could use
Angel.
that. We could use
Misery
that.
was breaking my heart every time with all those little flashbacks. I was like,
This is a good
oh!
flashback. I love them.
Real. That was real.
Let's be real. We had two very different flashbacks. We had heartbreak and beauty, and then licking up blood from the birds.
Yep.
Please,
Yes.
I know you didn't describe it, but in my mind, when I was kind of like making it all happen, I imagine Daisy has a proboscis, and like when you said like licking up blood, I assumed like this weird tongue was coming out. I know you didn't say it, but that's just how it exists in my mind.
I ship it.
I mean, she
Like
did turn into a
1000%.
moth, so
Yeah.
why not? This counts.
A lot
This
of
is where
stuff
the
could
evolution
happen.
begins.
A lot of stuff could and did happen.
Mhm.
until you started
So-
drinking the blood, I really thought you were just describing the opening scenes of Kung Pao Enter the Fist. When he
Well, yes. And that was when I went, hey, for copyright purposes, our lawyers here at D20 Deathmatch have requested and suggested that we take a hard left.
It was a written request. put
drinking
in-
the blood
put
was
in
the hard
writing.
left.
It was an immediate cease and desist. And
Yes.
so I did cease, but I did not desist.
Mm-mm. No.
So
50%
half and half.
No one
compliance.
can say you
Half and
didn't
half.
try then.
Yeah.
We tried it.
Speaking of
Legally, I
half and
tried.
half, you became essentially half and half at the end.
I did.
How was that for you?
I
you enjoy it?
recommend it 1000% because imagine how that would have looked. I mean, like it probably didn't feel great. I don't know. I can't remember. That part of me's gone. But like, find steed, but like backwards. It's a great way to get out of a weird situation.
See, I would think going backwards would be that you become the steed, not that you
Well,
you
you
don't
could
become
argue.
with the steed.
You could argue that I did.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
I've never seen Fine Seed summoned quite that way, but there's nothing.
in my
There's
games-
nothing in the raw that says it can't work that way.
Yeah, my games is now going to introduce a spell called Find Steed (brackets internal).
Yeah.
Um,
Find the steed within
Separate
yourself.
spell.
And that could mean a lot of different stuff, so just be careful when you pop that one out.
yeah, I got to
Because
play
it's
test it a little
like-
bit first before I
Yeah.
pitch it.
Yes.
You
good
gotta
plan.
you gotta throw that one against the wall a couple times and see what sticks, because when you go within yourself to find the steed within, what activity are you doing? Just think about it.
Yeah. What's gonna come out? Do we get to
What
control
is
that?
gonna come out? What's gonna go in? I don't know.
Hey,
Gushers.
listen, you gotta be careful because you may not know what to expect. You might be expecting a moth, and you might get Chris Angel. So
Mhm. I do want to know, what was the most unexpected part of tonight's fight for both of you? Like, where you thought, okay, that happened.
I never know what's gonna come out of myself. Ever.
Yeah,
So,
I second that. Whatever came out of your character, that was the unexpected part.
the bar kept getting raised.
Listen, on a daily basis, like, I'm fully unaware of what's gonna happen, because if I knew, like, have you ever seen that movie where it's like Scarlett Johansson and all of a sudden she has like full control of her whole brain?
Yeah.
There's a reason we don't get that. We can't know. It's like the whole situation where it's like I'm not in here with them. they're in here with me. That's how it is, like, at any moment, like, in your own brain. Like, you can't know what's boiling.
Mhm.
You can't know.
That is
If you
true.
knew, what would it, you'd just be, you'd moth out.
I've learned so
You'd be,
much tonight. I feel like I've really like wisened up as like as a person. So Tay, thank you so much.
thank you. Thank you, Steve. The longer that we do this, like, my hair is coming out. My real hair is surfacing. There's transformations all over the
Yeah,
place.
it's the moth coming out. Yeah.
It's the
Yeah, your
moth
true self.
coming out. What's gonna happen? Do I get to keep my human legs? I hope so, because that was the secret weapon.
That was great.
Was that like failed neck break?
Oh, I really wanted to give it to you too, but I'm like, 10's pretty good
I'm
for a
kind of
neck
glad
strength.
that you didn't, because it would have been real. It would have been so weird. It was weird. It was pretty weird.
This is a little weird, but that's good weird.
There's just a part inside
Yeah,
me
it
that's like,
almost
yeah, I want to see
worked.
this neck break too, but I'm like, I can't do it.
I love a neck break. Love a neck break. You gotta protect your neck. Wear a helmet or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Misery's got to do some more neck workouts.
Speaking of words of wisdom, we like to wrap up the after show with a piece of advice, a message, a last catchphrase, whatever you want, either from yourself or as your character. Doesn't really matter to us. To the acolytes, any last words? Start Misery. Any last words?
Oh, yeah. I think Misery's advice to acolytes and words of wisdom would be, don't let anyone get close to you. Just distance yourself. Create as much distance as possible from other human beings, because humans are only good for one thing, and it's hurting you.
Whoa. Oh. Yeah.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Thought you were gonna go another way with that, but
You want to top that one or?
I mean, I'll bottom it, but like basically, you put that right out on the table where I could get it. Is all I'm saying. Like, but first of all, same. Like, don't let people get close to you, because that's literally what killed me. But also don't try to get away from them either, because attack of opportunity. So like, just forward roll.
Forward
That's
roll
all you
did
can
help
do.
you a lot. Yeah.
That's all you can do.
That's all you can do in a
That's
situation.
all you can really do. Thank you.
Right. Fair enough. Well, then I suppose we'll see everybody for the next episode of D20 Deathmatch.
Good luck,
Stay safe.
everyone.